In this lesson, we'll be learning about and practicing with absolute value, meeting the requirements for TEKS 62B. When we speak about absolute value, we're talking about the magnitude of a number. Now, magnitude is simply a fancy word for size. So the absolute value of a number is the size of that number. The size of a number is found by its distance from zero on a number line. Now, you're familiar with measuring with tape measures and thermometers and rulers and scales. Well, in this case, when we want to find the absolute value of a number, we measure that number's size by its distance from zero on a number line. So, absolute value is the magnitude or size of a number. This is measured by a number's distance from zero on a number line. So, absolute value is the distance from zero. We use a number line as our tool to measure that distance. We know that the numbers to the right of zero are positive, and we know the numbers to the left of zero are negative. If I wanted to find the distance from zero to the integer -3, I would begin at 0, and I would move one step to -1, a second step to -2, and finally a third step to -3. So that the distance from 0 of the integer -3 is 3. 3 moves, 3 steps from 0 is -3. And if I were to measure the distance from 0 of the integer +3, once again I would start at 0, I would count one move to get to the number 1, a second move to get to the integer 2, and finally a third move to get to +3. So that the absolute value or distance from 0 of the number 3 is also 3. Notice the absolute value of 3 and the absolute value of -3 were both 3. Both 3 and -3 are 3 steps or the same distance from 0. 2 vertical bars are used as the symbol for a request for absolute value. For example, this would be a request for the absolute value of 3, while this would be a request for the absolute value of -4. Now, once again, we know that we would find the absolute value of a number by measuring that number's distance from 0 on a number line. And so in the case of the absolute value of 3, we're moving once, twice, 3 times. So the absolute value of the number 3 is 3. While the absolute value of the integer -4, also measured on a number line, would be found by counting the steps or distance from 0 on a number line in the same manner. From 0 to -1 is 1 move, 2 moves to -2, 3 moves to -3, finally a 4th move to -4. The absolute value of -4, or the distance of -4 from 0, is 4. Now remember, Absolute value is a positive measurement. We didn't move negative 4 times. We moved from 0 4 times to get to negative 4. Negative 4's absolute value is 4. Now let's take a look at some operations involving absolute value. Absolute values can be added, subtracted, multiplied, or divided. Here's an example. What is the absolute value of 3 plus the absolute value of 4? Well, we know on a number line we can measure the distance of the number 3 from 0. 1, 2, 3. So we know the absolute value of 3 is 3. Added to the absolute value of 4. Once again, we know on a number line we can measure the distance of the number 4 from 0. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 plus 4 equals 7. So the absolute value of 3 plus the absolute value of 4 is equal to 7. Here are a few more examples. The absolute value of negative 2 times the absolute value of 4. Or the absolute value of negative 4 divided by the absolute value of 2. Well, we know the absolute value of negative 2 can be found simply by measuring its distance from 0, which we see is 1, 2. So the absolute value of negative 2 is 2, multiplied by the absolute value of 4, which we can also find by simply measuring 4's distance from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the absolute value of negative 2 times the absolute value of 4 is 2 times 4, which we know is 8. The absolute value of negative 4, once again, can be measured using our number line. And we see the distance of negative 4 from 0 is 1, 2, 3, 4. The absolute value of negative 4 is 4, divided by the absolute value of 2, which once again we find by measuring its distance from 0 on a number line, 1, 2. And 4 divided by 2 is 2. Notice once again, our absolute values are all positive numbers because our absolute value is a distance measurement from 0. So you'll see that even our negative integers had absolute values that are written in positive numbers. I'll demonstrate one more example to show how operations can occur inside absolute values. For example, what is the absolute value of 4 minus 2? Well, we know that 4 minus 2 is 2. So what is the absolute value of 2? Well, it's 2's distance from 0, or 1, 2. So the absolute value of 4 minus 2 is the same as the absolute value of 2, which is 2. Let's try a few more examples. What if I had the absolute value of negative 5? Well, we know that absolute value is the distance from 0. So the distance from 0 of negative 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the absolute value of negative 5 is 5. Well, what if I had negative the absolute value of negative 5? Well, this symbol here remains in my solution. So my solution to the negative of the absolute value of negative 5 would be negative, and we know that the absolute value of negative 5 was 5, so it would be negative 5. Yes, the absolute value of negative 5 is 5. So it stands to reason that negative of the absolute value of negative 5 would be negative 5. Let's recap today's lesson. We've learned that absolute value is a request for the magnitude of a number, and that magnitude is simply a fancy word for size. And that to learn the size of a number, we measure its distance from 0. So, we know that absolute value is the magnitude or size of a number measured by its distance from 0. We also know that the symbol used for a request of absolute value is 2 vertical bars. For example, this would be a request for the absolute value of the number 3, which we know would be 3, measuring its distance from 0. We know this would be a request for the absolute value of negative 4, which again, we know is the same as asking for its distance from 0, which we would measure as 4 places from 0. The absolute value of negative 4 is 4. This also reminds us that all absolute values will be measured in positive numbers.